Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My students, you are welcome to a new lesson of English, the lesson number 4, which talks about the grammar. In this lesson we will talk about adjectives using so, enough, and to. If you remember, in the previous lesson we talked about adjectives which are followed by prepositions. So in the previous lesson we talked about adjectives with prepositions. Now in this lesson we will talk about adjectives with so, enough, and to. Let's go into our lesson. Number A. Study grammar books and complete the pattern. My students, here we have to study the grammar books, these books, and then we have to complete the pattern, the rule. Adjectives with so, enough, and to. These three sentences have a similar meaning. So the following sentences have the same meaning. Number 1. It's so hot that you can't go out. The weather is so hot that you can't go out. Number 2. It's not cool enough to go out. The weather isn't cool enough to go out. Number 3. It's too hot to go out. It's too hot to go out. So the previous sentences, the three previous sentences are the same, are similar in the meaning here. Now use the sentences to complete the three patterns. Number 1, we have so plus adjective plus that, and after that we have a new sentence. Number 2. Yes, I'm sure you know the answer, my students. Adjective plus what? Yes, excellent. Here we have an adjective plus the word enough. Then we have after that infinitive. Here we mean by infinitive the preposition to and then the verb 0. So in the second sentence, in the previous second sentence, it's not cool enough to go out. Here the infinitive here is to go. To plus go. Number 3, we have to plus adjective, yes, and then we have an infinitive. To plus adjective plus infinitive. Infinitive means here to plus verb 0. Now underline the patterns in these sentences. Here we have to put line under the patterns in the following sentences. Number A. The ice is so thick that you can drive on it. The ice is so thick that you can drive on it. Number B. The ice is thick enough to drive on. The ice is thick enough to drive on. Number C, the ice is not too thin to drive on. My students, here we have to draw our attention carefully to something which is. Sometimes we omit. Here we have it after on. Here we omit the pronoun it. And here in the third sentence also we omit it. Now let's see the answers. Number 2, enough. Number 3, adjective plus infinitive, as we have said earlier. Number 3, the ice is so thick that. So the pattern here is so thick that. This is the pattern. Number B, the ice is thick enough to drive on. Also here the pattern is adjective, which is thick, then enough. After that we have infinitive, which is to drive. Number C, the ice is not too thin to drive on. The pattern here is to plus adjective plus infinitive. The adjective is thin and the infinitive here is to drive. Here in the last two sentences in number B and C, why is there no it? Why is there no it at the end of sentences number 2, number B and C? If you notice, my dear students, in the first one we have it at the end of the sentence, but here we don't have the pronoun it. Why? Why isn't there it at the end of the sentences number B and number C? The answer is because it, or here the ice, is already present at the beginning. It's already present at the beginning. So there is no need to repeat it again. There is no need to repeat it again. Here we have to pay our attention to this. Practice number B. Complete each sentence so that it's similar in meaning to the sentence above it. Use so, enough, and to. Number 1. The lake is too cold to swim in. Here, if we want to rephrase, to reform the previous sentence, we can say the lake is not warm enough to swim in. The lake is not warm enough to swim in. Number 2. The car was too hot to touch. The car was too hot to touch. Also here, if you want to rephrase the sentence, it becomes the car was so hot that it couldn't be touched. The car was so hot that it couldn't be touched. Number 3. The pool gets so hot that you can't swim in it. If you want to rephrase the sentence, the pool gets too hot to swim in. The pool gets too hot to swim in. Number 4. We couldn't walk on the sand because it was so hot. It was too hot. We couldn't walk on the sand because it was too hot. If we want to say the sentence in other words, we can say the sand was so hot that we couldn't walk on. The sand was so hot that we couldn't walk on. Number 5. A hurricane can destroy buildings. A hurricane is strong enough to destroy buildings. A hurricane is strong enough to destroy buildings. The 6th sentence, it's too cloudy to sit on the beach. We can make it as it's not sunny enough to sit on the beach. It is not sunny enough to sit on the beach. The last sentence, a tornado is strong enough. A tornado is strong enough to pick up a car. We can say it in other words like a tornado is so strong that it can pick up a car. It can pick up a car. If you have noticed, my students, that we have used the 3 patterns which were mentioned earlier. After doing this exercise, number B, you can compare your answers with the correct answers. Here we have the answers. Number 1, the lake is not warm enough to swim in. Number 2, the car was so hot that it couldn't be touched. Number 3, the pool gets too hot to swim in. Number 4, the sand was so hot that we couldn't walk on. Number 5, a hurricane is strong enough to destroy buildings. Number 6, it's not sunny enough to sit on the beach. And finally, a tornado is so strong that it can pick up a car. In the first sentence, there is no need to put the pronoun it. The same thing is applied in the 3rd sentence and in the 4th sentence, because here there is no need to repeat it, because it is already present at the beginning of the sentence. Number C, write at least 2 sentences about each picture. In your notebook, use so, enough, and to. Here, we want to form sentences using adjectives with so, enough, and to. We can look at the pictures. After that, we can phrase sentences. Now, we have possible answers. Number 1, in the first picture, we can say it's so heavy that he can't lift it. It's so heavy that he can't lift it. Or we can use he is not strong enough to lift it. He is not strong enough to lift it. Number 3, the third use, it's too heavy for him to lift. It's too heavy for him to lift. The second picture, he is so tired that he can't walk. Or we can say he is so thirsty that he can't walk. He is not strong enough to walk. He is too weak to walk. The three sentences are possible. Number 3. She is so fast that they can't catch her. They are not fast enough to catch her. She is too fast for the others. Now, after describing the previous pictures, we can move to our following exercise. Exercise number B in our workbook. Write 3 or 4 similar sentences about the girl in the picture. Here we are required to write 3 or 4 sentences using the previous pattern. I mean, using adjectives with so, enough, and to. Here are the sentences. Number 1. She is light enough to walk on the ice. The girl is light enough to walk on the ice. Number 2. The ice is thick enough for her to walk on. Number 3. She is not too heavy to walk on it. And number 4. It's not too thin. The ice is not too thin for her to walk on. Also here I want to remind you, my students, according to the second and fourth sentences, they don't need the pronouns or the pronoun it at the end of the sentence to avoid repetition here. Now, number C. All of these sentences are grammatically correct, but some of them don't make sense. Some of them don't have a full meaning. Which ones here? We want to choose which sentences don't have a full meaning or full meanings. Write correct or incorrect. So the following sentences are grammatically correct, but in the meaning some of them are not correct. Example: it's so cold that you can wear a dishdasha. It's so cold that you can wear a dishdasha. Here the meaning is incorrect, because we want to say it's so hot that you can wear a dishdasha, not it's so cold. Number 1. The air conditioning makes the air so cold that people get it. The air conditioning makes the air so cold that people get ill. Yes, that's true. So this sentence is correct. Number 2. Children are often light enough to walk on the ice in winter. Children are often light enough to walk on the ice in winter. Yes, it's correct. Number 3. The sand is soft enough to drive on. Here the meaning is not true. The meaning is wrong. The sand is soft enough to drive on. The true sentence is the sand isn't soft enough to drive on. Number 4. It's too hot to play outside. It's too hot to play outside. Yes, it's correct. And finally, number 5. The weather is too nice to be outdoors. The weather is too nice to be outdoors. It's incorrect. These are the answers of the previous lesson, and by doing the exercise number C, we can conclude our lesson. I hope my students, you can get the benefit of this lesson. Practice it more and more to get the high benefit of it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for patience. And finally, I want to say you all goodbye.